to one and all. Regarding our, on behalf of Dhanalakshmi Srinivasan Arts and Science College, we are welcome to for this webinar, sir. We are very happy to listen your speech regarding AI oriented, how to shape our future, our career oriented and research oriented. This is, I hope this will be very useful for us. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. Once again, we welcome you. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Please carry.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you all for joining this afternoon with me. After lunch, it's very difficult, to listen this kind of webinar. But I will try, most interestingly to, I will try my level best, to make you engaged on this presentation. Okay, so if anyone is waiting on, to admit, because I have not, voluntarily doing the not doing admission thing over here. If anyone is waiting, or if you get any kind of messages, please let me know, because once I started, over the flow, I will just forget to admit all those people who is waiting outside the webinar. Okay, so just please help me out. Right, we can start this afternoon. So this is about artificial intelligence, how it is going to shaping our especially our career, especially our life, especially our day to day, how it is impacting our life. Okay, this is very important because uh, every now and then, 5 years once, or 3 years once, or 10 years once, there are a lot of technological advancements are going on. But fortunately or unfortunately, a lot of people, or including educators like us, we are not, sometimes it's not like, we are not aware, but sometimes due to technological thing, we are not aware that, oh, this is made up of this kind of a technology, this is kind of a this thing, machine learning, or this is kind of deep learning. We may tend to forget, or we may tend to lose our technological advancement, or unless we may forget to update our skill, right? So I mean, this could lead into something else, but still, I mean, as a computer applications, educators or students or lecturers, professor, whoever it is for that matter, we need to take all the, we need to upgrade, because every on 1 hour, every 1 hour, or every day, there are a lot of research being published like a white paper, right? So all the white papers are getting implemented somewhere else, around the corner, around each and every uh, place around the world, they are implementing those kind of white papers. So in artificial intelligence, for the last 5 to 6 years, it has been most widely used word, because of data. Data, in the sense, in this modern, I mean, in this digital age, we are, what we are doing. Just think about ourselves. Right from morning, or I mean, after our daily routines got over, we just got laptop or our desktop or our mobile. So mostly our smartphone, right? So we'll take it and we will text it, we'll audio, we'll take video or forward it or receiving it. Lot of data we are producing, or we are getting day by day. So so because of even the internet usage of the broadband usage of the internet, including the 5G is coming very soon to our place. And are we ready about using the 5G? I mean, those questions we'll see later. So until 4G we are using today, and we are getting faster network, we are streaming our videos, live videos, live audios, right? So These are all data. So what are we going to do with these data? Are we, the human capacity is going to ready to manipulate all this data, or are we ready to doing all the statistical calculations? Based on the calculations, are we doing any kind of a decision making ourselves? No, it will not simply possible by human being. So that is why, you know the intelligence, the smart intelligence required by, I mean, for analyzing this data. So why we, I mean, actually, what kind of things, what kind of a decision we are going to make? So for one thing, for sure, for all the almost all the domains, right from banking, right from healthcare, life sciences, credit card, and all these things, even we are utilizing artificial intelligence, the smart intelligence in our day-to-day lives through your phones itself, through your smartphone itself, right? So each and every day, each and every moment, we live with some kind of intelligence, right? So what kind of intelligence we are using, or we are, for example, your mobile itself is an intelligent device. It has an inbuilt artificial thing, like, how we are thinking, how human is thinking, the same kind of environment is there in your phone, because you can interact with your phone. So this is one kind of an application we need to think about. We need to, because the device is, adhere to listen your voice. It's called, natural language processing. So without this NLP, this device can't able to read your voice, right? So the some kind of a mechanism inside of this device, okay, it is able to read our voice through this machine. So the all the algorithm, inside of this device, made by, I mean, to understand, and it has been written in a machine learning language. I mean, machine has to understand, I mean, your mobile I mean, the device, the cell phone has to understand your voice, whatever the language you are speaking, either English or Tamil or whatever the language you are speaking, it has to understand. For that, machine is not capable of, understanding our human voice, how we are talking about, right? Okay, so for that, mission all the algorithm based on how it, for example, I'm just, saying how are you, how are you, these three words, how the machine gets interpreted, right? The machine, all these things, get, zero, either zero or one, or it will identify, because I have already written program or written algorithm inside the machine, so that it has lot of data, like the same kind of how are you. I mean, I have already given lot of training to this program. I have already feed the data, and I have already, given all kinds of voice recognition system into the chip, enabled, through Python languages, and also through machine learning concept. Okay, so this is how, this is this, I mean, if you think about that, this may seems a very little, very simple thing, simple task. Please trust me, this is going to be, hugely, giving you a career for all of us, not only for students or who is seeking as a fresher, as a professors or lecturers like us, and educators like you. Everyone is getting more and more career on this kind of NLP, right? So this is one example I just quoted. So what are other examples? If you may, end up, for all the things, you are going to the Google search engine. Google search engine is an important example of the artificial intelligence machine learning algorithm. So if you are saying artificial intelligence without machine learning, and one more thing is there, I will let you know later, just 5 or 10 minutes. Those two things are very important in artificial intelligence, because we are directly speaking, directly attempting some kind of a thing to the device without any interruption, without any kind of a manual intervention. So it is just doing automatically. Through just a voice message, you can search anything. It is possible, already. It is because of a lot of algorithm behind it, through a machine learning concept. That is one classic example Google has implemented. Even through your Facebook, through your Instagram, all the applications, banking applications, your food applications, your train ticket applications, there are all the if classic example is booking your Ola or Uber. Everything is being, it has a smart intelligence device in the sense, in that software applications, this the kind of the smart thing, it is there inbuilt, that is called machine learning. So we'll see what is machine learning, and before that, we'll see about what actually exactly mean by this, why we call it as artificial, and why we are depending largely on this. What are all the uh, the positive and the negative aspect of it, and what are the advantages and the disadvantages, how the world sees this as an opportunity. Okay, we'll see one by one. This artificial intelligence, which attempts to create machines that act rationally in response to their environment. So we are creating machines, or we are creating a smart machines according to our requirement, according to our need. Because nowadays we have a sophisticated environment in all the things, right? We are not, we are not feeling that. I mean, we are just addicted to it. We are just, using it. Without that, we can't be able to. Now we have a online webinar. I mean, the webinar, the seminar is coming into like a webinar through web portal. We are sitting in we are sitting in a one place. It don't seem like to me. It's a conference table. It is like a conference. We are sitting and we are discussing for one thing. It is a smart device. Inside this webex, there are a lot of algorithms, there are a lot of things are there. Still we are not using this kind of an online portal 100% possibly. We are just using 20 to 25%. That means that a lot of things still we can enable. That means in this world, only 4% of artificial intelligence, it just we are start utilizing this. The rest of 96% we still have to utilize. So just imagine, within 4% we are use we are coming to a close of we are all people. I mean, a lot of people are saying that we come we are being sophisticated. I mean, we are in a sophisticated environment. We are using the technology like this, like that. I mean you have heard a lot of stories, apart from the positive side. You would have heard of a lot of negative side of it, right? So once we get addicted to it, we are not, we are coming out of those environment. Why should we, we have to coming out. So for example, I will tell I will let you know the other sides, what would be the learning. I mean, every educator should know how to utilize this artificial intelligence through I mean, for education. Okay, so only 4% we are utilizing. We are seeing tremendous, stupendous and amazing improvements on our day-to-day activities. So the time will be saved, effort will be saved, and productivity has been increased, right? So yes, so the objectives of AI research are reasoning, knowledge representation, planning, learning, natural language processing. We already touched base on this NLP, and realization and ability to move and manipulate objects. So why we are all the research is happening, right from the startup to large, I mean, huge companies are investing artificial intelligence. Why? Because they are saving a lot of money, right? They are saving a lot of human efforts. You can't even imagine nowadays, if you feed your name and location on Arogya Sedu app, it will just identify whether you are in red zone or green zone, right? You would have experienced this thing. See, this is simply because of machine learning. So there is a smart thing, has been inbuilt in this application. So this is widely used nowadays. Every crores and crores of data is there in this application. Still, you are not experiencing the late responsiveness. If you enter your name and whatever your confidential detail you are giving, I mean, the device just the application tells you that your area is affected, and we are not giving e-pass. I mean, I think you are getting a lot of things, right? This COVID-19 situation. So this kind of advancement, how it's happening, is it possible by a human being? We can just determine by just spreading the word? No, it is because of machine learning concept, right? So AI is a study of how human brain think, learn, decide, and work when it tries to solve problems. So it is there. This technology is there because wherever we need to have this kind of a sophistication, we need to go and utilize this sophistication, because we are generating data like anything these days. Very simple. We have a tremendous data. See, in our home, every house, you have 4 mobile phones, at least for sure. If you have 2 kids, 2 adults, you have 4 mobile. From the 4 mobiles, just think, how are you utilizing your monthly data, right? In GBs, right? So in a family, even 1000 GBs are easily going on, because we are streaming we are watching movies online. We are not going for satellites anymore. Amazon Prime, Netflix, and so on. It goes on, and it should be like this in future too. And how are we doing? How are we calculating? How are we managing with this data? Simply through app, but not simply through app. At the back end, there are a lot of mechanism, the machine learning algorithms, the statistical calculations are there through artificial intelligence. Same like how we are thinking, we are taking a decision during the crisis time, the same mechanism which is inbuilt in your device. Okay, so nowadays it is possible to track you very simply through Google. Only through Google it is very possible where you are, where is your vehicle parked, where are you eating, in which restaurants you are, in which place, where it is located. Not only not GPS. GPS is not anymore. I mean, I don't want anything, but if you just connected with the internet, I will find you easily. Okay, so this is very, I mean, I'm just talking only in the sense of positivity. So I'm not telling you in the negative sense. Okay, so in what sense, in what all the real time applications we are, as we already seeing a lot of things, right? Banking, agriculture. Still a lot of people are not able to relate how the artificial intelligence concepts are using in agriculture. A lot of people are not aware, because agriculture is done, most of the people by less, I mean, they are not aware. Those people are not aware. I mean, though they are using mobile phones, smartphones, still they are not aware that what all the applications have been used for their farming. Okay, there are I mean, there are a lot of applications have come, but not in India, especially as of now. It is very tragic, but still it is coming. A lot of companies are investing more and more, I think. Okay, so agriculture is when it comes to deep learning and machine learning, lot of application through applications we can monitor uh, growing of our, I mean, everything you can form to the I mean with applications. It is tremendous. uh, there are, but especially not in India as such. In Ireland, Netherlands, they are forming, through uh, what is artificial intelligence concept they are doing, because they have a very space constraints. They are, I mean, it is not like Indian weather. It is not suitable for those kind of applications, because those application has to come with a wonderful thing. But still, 10% or 5% has been I mean usages through application is there on artificial intelligence for agriculture. Banking, you guys already know, and we are using lot of efforts. Nowadays we don't have a passbook kind of a thing, nothing. We don't have anything, just through online click, just a click away, or just a, we can just ask through robot any questions, everything. A lot of all the private banks, even including the nationalized bank, everything has been customized. Healthcare, lot of things has been advanced. For example, the oncology, I mean, the cancer patients, if any patients affected by cancer, it has been cured, or it has, their lifetime has been increased using artificial intelligence. IBM Watson has been introduced lot of, the prescription methodology. But as of now, it is just, high. It's the price is more, the cost is more. That's why, the very very the famous hospitals like Apollo and Manipal, they have these kind of automated prescription facility over there they are using. But in future, it will be like, I think within 3 to 5 years, a lot of hospitals have been introducing this kind of methodology in all the cases. So not only for, cancer patients, but all the therapeutic areas, they will be introducing those kind of automated process, because our records, our healthcare market is huge. Okay. So education, yes. So like I said, through education, artificial and how this AI has been introduced, there are a lot of applications, available in the market right now, which the application, how it is working. In your class, 30 people are there, for example. So 30 student, 30 different people, 30 different individuals, right? So each one has a different learning methodology. It is not like simple methodology to work. One may be, very slow learner, one may be medium, or one may be high, I mean, very very fast learner. But this AI, in this education pattern, it reads the pattern of a slow learner, and according to that, which the name itself called adaptive learning methodology is there in AI. This thing has been adopted for a couple of companies, and they have been introducing in the education market, especially for schools. As of now, it will be introduced for colleges and universities very soon, because universities are working throughout India. These kind of applications are waiting to come in for all the universities and all the education institutions, all the colleges. Okay. So if it has been introduced, how it will be effective for a slow learner? It will make more interesting, and then slow will be, slowly this guy will come to the medium place, and medium will jump into a normal, or, I mean, whatever it is. It will be like a normal learner. Because for one concept, you can't explain the similar way for all the people. Maybe you would have observed this kind of a thing in your classes, right? Maybe some of the people, they will come to you, they will just, give a open talk. But some people, they can't come, because they may be introvert, right? They just kept in themselves, and they won't raise any questions during the session. So those kind of people, this kind of application, it will be very useful, and they will come to a normal. So now there are, Topper, one of the applications is called Topper, TOPPR, not ER, TOPPR. This is being implemented by this kind of an application. Adaptive learning. It will adapt and it will make interesting. It will make engaged will all the time, and it will just the slow learner will become very very normal learner at some point in time. And then entertainment, I mean, a lot of things, 3D effects, and without the AR and VR, virtual reality and augmented reality, the 3D image. So because we are taking a webinar now, who knows, maybe sometimes later in 2021 or 22, through AR, I mean augmented reality, I can come with your place, I mean to your place, and I can be there with you, like like a 3D image, the animated image. I can just talk like this, I can give speech like this through my I mean visualization. Okay, this is possible, this is quite possible. It has been already successful for Microsoft, and the couple of companies, they have invented, they have released those kind of things. It is the, I mean, a lot of startups are there, ready for giving applications for all the companies. But the thing is, the skilled thing, I mean the skilled, I mean the artificial intelligence or machine learning developers, or deep learning developers, are still has to improve up to the mark or up to the expectations of the environment. This market is huge, and companies are investing so much money, and they are not expecting the skilled persons. So that's where we are coming into place, because if you open this kind of discussion with your students, they will, some of your students, they may get attracted, and they will going on with them with this kind of studies. Okay, but trust me, in within 3 years or 5 years, internet of things is going to rule the world. Internet of things, IoT, I mean, you already knew about this, like whatever the device, because if you have a software, without hardware nothing is going to work out in future. So IoT, in the sense, your mobile is your one of the IoT product. Your, if your lab, computer lab is just connected with your internet, it is an IoT lab, or smart lab we used to call. So wherever the internet has been there and the device has been connected through internet, those things are called smart things. And each and every applications, for example, if you are getting an appointment for your hospital visit, you don't, I mean, normally what we are doing, we just call, we make a call to the hospital, we are getting an appointment, we are going, and we have been waiting for 2 hours, 3 hours, since even though you got an appointment. In future, how it is going to be, like if you have to give through application, you can just give your face recognition, your two-wheeler or four-wheeler ID, and the gate, I mean, maybe you just start, for example, 4:30 your appointment, you are reaching there by 4:29, the gate will automatically open by seeing your face recognition and also your vehicle identification. Those things are implemented in Malaysia, Singapore, I mean in Asia itself is just implemented, in China already there, Korea, South Korea, okay, even US and UK. But India, it is still, it will take some time. But some of the hospital has been gates are interconnected with internet, the IoT, those devices connected with IoT. It has been tracked through data. Okay, so opportunity in IoT is amazing, it's going to be amazing. Even in education department, it is there, IoT is the future. Because now we are talking like webinar, maybe tomorrow you will get some device, and through that device we'll be able to deal all the things, right? It's like kind of another mobile phone or something else, advanced mobile or something else. I'm not talking about the mobile technology, I'm just only talking about the virtual reality and augmented reality thing. Okay, So the 3D effect, I mean, it will be increased, and if a lot of people or companies are investing more money, then the price will go, very very less. So in future, IoT is the thing. Within 2 or 3 years, it will be there in India too. Okay, and then gaming, yeah, lot of gaming nowadays. We are not seeing 2D games. 2D games are priceless. That's it. So 3D games, in that game itself, you will get lot of effect, and those things have been built by this kind of a smart devices. And some of the games are very very interactive. Not some of the games, lot of games interactive. It means that you will feel, if you are in a forest area, you will feel the forest. You will feel, that kind of the situation. So you'll be there. You'll feel that you are in the jungle. So those kind of has been increased. Our applications, Xbox or Microsoft Xbox, they have introduced a lot of things. Even Sony PS4, they have been using these kind of applications. Everything has been, again, it has some algorithm. So machine learning algorithm, it has some smart devices. It has, it's thinking like human being. Okay, it will just taking actions or decision making. It will decide like what we are going to decide, make a decision. And then in defense, yes, you might already know some of the, how army is using, finding out the places. And criminal investigation, yes, some of the movies has been, taken based on this kind of devices. Speech recognition, yes, you can. I mean, speech recognition is the other field that it has been, increased so much, because the translation is going. I mean, translation part is itself, it's a huge domain nowadays. In Bangalore, one of the company I just happened to met one of the CEOs over there. He just started the company only because of identifying the speech recognition and translating into other languages. That is the only job they are doing, and they are getting lot of work, lot of projects until now. Until 2025 is busy. That means that if I am speaking in English, or if I am speaking in a local language, it can be converted into any other languages in the world. It is very easy. Okay, so that much. So for human being like us, it is not possible to do all the things. It is not possible to make all those decisions, even though we are doing the work. But if you come across, or if you deal with lakhs and lakhs of data, it is possible like anything. So that is why, the smart things are, they are utilizing, and they have been, I mean, in all the places across all the domains, it will be occupied by artificial things. Okay, now what is machine learning? So why we are I mean, if you are saying artificial intelligence without machine learning, and one more thing called deep learning, without these two terms you can't survive. So technically speaking, machine learning concept, it is like, how you are dealing with your machine. Because your car also nowadays, it has been connected with Bluetooth or internet. It's so, even you can operate, you can just lock and unlock not only your remote, even through application. It's possible. I can unlock, or I can lock my car over through application, mobile applications. Okay, so everything, it's connected with the internet. Everything is a software based applications nowadays. Even you are, how they are, if you are giving a service to the any kind of a showroom, they are dealing with the computers. They will take the data, they will deal with the data. Okay, so it is not like before, 10 years before, or 15 years before. It has been, the technology has proved that it is possible in all the way. Okay, the software that learns by detecting statistical patterns in data. So that's what I was discussing. How this machine, I mean, your simple mobile, how it is detecting your voice. say for example in Android or Apple phone, I have in Apple phone I have Siri. In can somebody, I think, can someone turn off your mobile? I mean, turn off your audio, please. So for the betterment of other, thank you so much. Okay. So how it reads, because for example I'm just asking, so I'm just asking my iPhone, hey Siri, uh, what is the meaning of machine learning? Okay, is it simply giving me all the possibilities? Okay, all the possibilities of machine learning concepts. And what do I do now? How it's taking my voice behind this technology. So behind your mobile phone there are a lot of chips connected, and those chips have been given a lot of data algorithm written by Python programming, and the other programming like TensorFlow, the mobile programming called TensorFlow by Google. And those programming, what they will do, we will give lakhs and lakhs of data, not a single, I mean, 5,000 data, 10,000 data, nothing. Millions and millions of data. Millions and
Digital.
millions of.
I think the picture itself.
Hello?
So you can see classroom is left with only small options, but digital is overtaking the classroom option. It's integrated in such a way that so classroom, most of the classroom aspects can be now taught digitally. So
Can
classroom
you,
training, many people are still saying that classroom is a better mode of teaching. Yes, I do agree to some extent. Yes, classroom is a better way of teaching, but coming into the world where we are talking about
I just unmuted this guy. I'm not sure how. I'm sorry, Vijay Kumar. I think you have are you speaking with me or you are speaking with someone else? Okay, thanks. I think he has gone out. Okay, so when it comes to machine learning, because I'm just I wanted to uh, interact with my devices. How it is possible? Because I mean, I have been given training, I mean, through voices. For example, I may speak, my accent will be like, Chennai's accent, or somebody's, North Indian will speak like, some other accent, but still, this application will identify your voice, because I mean, the device has been given all kinds of model of data. Based on that, based on all the statistical algorithm, it gives our based on the statistical model we are using, and the device itself make a decision saying that yes, you are speaking this language, and it's giving or responding to your voice. So this is how it has been written. So for each and everything we are communicating to your device, even to your laptop you can speak to, even with your desktop you can speak to, all the things it is possible nowadays. Through a mobile application everyone knows that it is possible. But the mobile and desktop, those applications are different because operating systems are different, right? Even every operating system nowadays is becoming like anything. By future, that's what I was saying, referring IoT, the operating system. You are now working on Windows 10, 2010 or something else, right? You are working, right? Future, you should not have an option of um, on and off your device. It is not going to happen anymore. They are working the artificial intelligence concept. They are working nowadays for the operating system. You can just speak to your device, that's enough. No need of anything. Okay, if you are trying, I mean, how you are dealing with your mobile, same thing. You can just talk to your iPad, talk to your laptop, talk to your desktop. You can do that. You can talk, because that's how the smart devices are everything, it kind of a talking machine. Because in future we only talk. We will not, we won't find any friends, nearby ourselves. That's how it's going to be. That's how, because since we all are nuclear family, and this that is why all the people are, even the Western culture or whatever the culture may be. Okay, so because even you are an educator, even you are interacting with your student, the student teacher relationship is going to change very soon. Researchers are still working on, the educators are working on to find a good model of working. Because the education, to be, I mean, through online it's possible, but some of the aesthetic sense it's still not possible through online. So they are finding out to fixing that. uh, I think a lot of revolution will be coming out very soon. But still, for India it will take some time. But if, for whatever the domain you are in right now, it will affect directly to us. Because 10 years back we all have some kind of a, not, we are not using smart devices, smartphones. But just think about this 10 years. Think about 10 years. That so many things, it is just usable by any people. The cost is also very very affordable. You can afford to any kind of things, and it will speak to you, right? So it just changing. Everything is changing. The consumer base is changing. Even the companies are changing. The companies are manufacturing the product like anything, and you can order the product online. And I will come to the point later how that kind concept is working. So machine learning focuses on the development of computer programs that can access data and use it, learn for themselves. So there is no human intervention once you started speaking. So without human intervention, during my travel, if I travel anywhere, I can call, I can make a call without touching my phone. I can just send a voice message, send a message, send WhatsApp message. It's everything is possible. You knew this. But behind this there are a lot of technological thing, and there are a lot of career opportunities for everyone to improve our life, the quality of life. Okay, so if you are doing like this, our mobile, I mean, these days, 32 GB is very very minimum of, I mean, your mobile's capacity. So even everyone is carrying 62 GB, 64 GB, or 128 GB mobile space, because everyone is watching movies online through mobile, right? Audio, video, taking, I mean, video taking. So they are just shooting videos. They are just simply taking TikTok videos. They're simply shooting something. They're just uploading in social media. So for everything, it is working like anything, right? So at the, I mean, at the back end, how this is repeating, how this is going to affect us. If once you scroll down your Facebook timeline, okay, there are a lot of messages, a lot of social feeds are there, right? How it is, why this kind of a social feeds? Because, I mean, the culture and the other stuff is still there, but still we are using those kind of, we addicted to that. We are not speaking. We, even though we are working from home right now, one room we have just occupied with the device, the other room are occupied by spouses, the children, and we are speaking with the messages. It is, I mean, it is happening nowadays, right? Because of technology, because of the changing nature of work. Okay, so the primary aim is to allow the computers to learn automatically without human intervention or assistance, and adjust actions accordingly. So the mission, I mean, the important, the difference between the machine learning and the deep learning, I will let you know. There is most important difference. Before that, we will just see about why we need to go for a machine learning algorithm. I mean, why we need to go for artificial intelligence first of all. So as I said earlier, because of huge data, that is one thing. If you don't have a huge data, don't go for a machine learning concept or machine learning project. Please avoid, because the machine learning algorithm will decide based on the data. If you don't have enough data, if you are not feeding enough data to your algorithm, that algorithm will fail. If you don't have the concept itself, it's very simple. If you have huge data, go for artificial intelligence methodology. If you don't have, don't go for it. So knowing when to use machine learning, it is very very effective, cost effective, because it is all the softwares are using for this kind of operations is very very, I mean, some of the coding, I mean the programming structure is free, but for some of the softwares it's costing huge. So when we can approach, how we can think like machine learning, we are using that. So one is rule based thing, and the other one is machine learning based. So rule based, so if you have very very less data, we can go for the current trend, current context of it. We can take any source of data. I think we can just take the destination data and the time of day or month or whatever it is. You can just take the time of the day, and then you can just start working on that. It is just simply you are working in an Excel. If you have a college data, you can work it on your Excel. It is fine. It is a rule based thing. If you can't manage within your Excel data, you can go for machine learning thing. So Excel, I think 40 to 50,000, maybe 70. I'm not sure because I forgot. Maybe 70,000 data it may take for Excel. But beyond that, how we can go about it? We can go to the machine learning. We can use Python programming, and then we can use smart intelligence, so that our time will be very very safe. We can make a productive hours in some, spending some other thing. Okay, so our productivity will increase because of going for the right decision. Why we are going for a ML program? Why we are going for a rule based program? Okay, so this is how you have to, because if you go for a machine learning, everything is getting automated. It's very simple. That is why recently a lot of managers are they are out of their role, because lot of roles has been simply vanished, getting vanished, because their project, there a lot of projects have been automated. There is no human intervention. There is no necessity. So sitting of human being, just wasting of time and energy and also the money, then only that is why they're simply thrown out of the project. And if they are not upgraded like this kind, they won't get any kind of a job. So that is the other stuff. Okay, when to use ML wisely? So what is the we are going to take a consideration? If it is very difficult for humans to express rules, we can go for a machine learning. If we have a large amount of historical data is available, yes, we can go for a machine learning. Say for example, for instance, I said that IBM Watson is going for giving. I mean, this software is an expert prescribing cancer patient, right? Because it has a 45 years of data. Just imagine, it has a 45 years of data. It's not like 1 year or 2 years data. 45 years of patient's data, history, and also the prescription. So it takes the best medicine, it takes the best prescription for the similar kind of pattern of the current cancer patient. So is it possible by human being? And I don't think so, right? 45 years, how the cancer patient has been survived, how long this prescription is being done, what kind of methodology, and what was the patient previously has been increased, their lifetime has been increased. So everything has been taken into consideration, and also it is very quick. Within 30 minutes or within 40 minutes, your report is in your hand. Okay, so your prescription will be in your hand. You can see that, you can follow that. You just simply sit in front of the Watson machine. That's it. We are not going to do anything. We are not going to sit for a doctor or any other thing. You just simply sit in front of the machine. It will give you all the things. It's amazing, right? Because this machine has all the algorithm has been written. It has been tested. It has been researched for the past 20 years. It has been released. It has been working very well. Lot of hospitals, they are using only for cancer. There are other therapeutic areas also it's serving, but as of now they are giving only for cancer patient. It is very interesting, right? So when we can go for a machine learning, it is an automated system, no human intervention is nothing, nobody is there. So that's an amazing product of IBM. So pattern or relationships are dynamic. That means that if the pattern, I mean the pattern in the sense, if it is a static, we are not going for a machine learning. If it is a dynamic in the sense it's constantly changing. Because if it is a cancer thing, it is the tumor is constantly changing in the sense, maybe today one place I can find out, one tumor I can find out. Tomorrow, if I take an MRI, some other tumor will be there. It is dynamic. It is not static. It is not one single thing. For some patients, it's always keep on changing. This is a healthcare example. If you take for a road, okay, a vehicle is going on, I need to take a decision. It is dynamic, right? We are not sure that when the human being just cross the path, when animals are crossing the roadways, we are not sure. So in that cases, it is not static, right? It is dynamic thing. So in that cases, we can go for a machine learning, right? So those things, the self-driving, I will come back to the deep learning session. So the understanding of the ML reasons why we how to pick up the ML, the machine learning thing. So you can just pick your problem, identify which type of problem we use to solve first. That is the first thing, you can go for it. And then what kind of data we are going to represent. Okay, because we are dealing with the machine and also the human. Okay, so machine can't understand what we are thinking directly. So indirectly, we have to say to the machine, saying that this is the idea through, all those things like numeric attributes. We can't write like, okay, I'm thinking like this. Within the quotes, we can't write anything, any description. So it simply machine can't understand. For that, all the things could be understandable by the numeric methodology, the statistical methodology, statistical algorithms. So like, linear regression, general linear model. Okay, those kind of the models, statistical models we'll be using in our data. So simply saying that math and the statistical thing, very, very important if you are going to take this as a career. This is very, very, it's playing a major and vital role. Mathematics and statistical concepts. So without these concepts, you can't work on the machine learning or NLP or whatever the concept, the deep learning, anything. So for automated thing, if you wanted to identify your thing, if you wanted to give some kind of an automation to the process, the statistical models should be there. You should know all these things. So how to apply the algorithm? Use a standard algorithm to find a model, because finding the statistical model is the challenging job in machine learning. Machine learning is simply saying that artificial intelligence. Okay. Okay. What are the classification of ML, machine learning? So you would have find out in your inbox. Okay, you would have find out in your inbox saying that this message is like it is spam, or it's promotional email or something which will cause harm to your this thing. Okay, how it is detecting? If you are not attempting, if you are not attending your or reading those emails, it will just simply into the spam. It will just go simply into a spam. Just to understand your Google, Gmail, you have a three kinds of thing. Okay, one is primary thing, primary emails. The next one is a promotional thing. The other one is, the all other junk emails will be there. Even spam, in your left hand, in your inbox, a lot of things are there, right? If how it is happening, your Gmail itself a classic example of the machine learning concept. If you are not opening an email for a long time, those kind of email will be just simply sitting in a spam. And then the sentiment analysis, how your tweet is going to be positive or negative, because some people, some political person or some famous celebrity, some celebrity is just tweeting something before it is going to live, that the Twitter will analyze whether it is a positive or negative, making sense. Those kind of a sentimental analysis has been done behind the scene, and then only it has been posted. Okay, so the trading strategy, how, if you are familiar with your trading strategy, trading technology, or a daily trading, share market, I'm just referring to share market. It's simply by this kind of whether it's just ends in positive or negative, it's going up or down, you can predict. All the prediction thing, wherever the prediction comes in, those kind of things are machine learning nowadays. All the almost all the trading applications is there. Everything has been used by machine learning. Okay. And the types of ML problems, how these ML problems are arising, right? The classification involves assigning labels to elements or events. Regression is used to fit a line or a curve on existing data and use that line or curve to predict the values of new data that comes in. So wherever the prediction is there, simply that's what here mentioned, the regression analysis. The regression analysis we are just using for identifying or predicting the values of new data. Okay. And then the rule extraction involves finding if then patterns that exist within the data. If I regularly buy books on an e-commerce site, is it likely that I will also place an order for reading glasses? So this is some simply prediction for all the e-commerce portals. Maybe you would have judged in your Amazon portal or in your Flipkart portal. If you are trying to buy any kind of a book, it will give lot of recommended books, right? If the same thing, customers also bought, then you will get all the recommendations below, right? These recommendations done by machine learning, because nowadays online is the portal, and online only is the portal making money, and those companies always want to engage with you, right? They are always giving you a lot of things. So this customer also bought this kind of things. So whoever has bought this kind of a grocery, it has been included this kind of additional materials. So you'll also always be engaged with that portal, and once you coming out of that, right, once you coming out of the again, it will always keep on messaging you. So new arrival emails, promotional emails will be coming out of those companies, right? All from all the e-commerce portal. So it is because of the machine learning, because you simply bought something in their portal, so they would like to They would want you to read your mind because of you are feeding data, you are buying data every month. Say for example, every first of every month you are buying some new products. They will be promoting a lot of things, so you will keep on getting all the promotional materials to your inbox. Sometimes you will get a call, right? So these are all, they are studying your mental ability. What kind of a product you are buying, they will keep on referring you. So they will keep on engaging you because of they would want to promote. Okay. And then the strengths, what is, it is very very easy to use these days. And then stable Python API is there. API is nothing but a simple software, block of software you can buy and reuse it. Okay, runs on large as well as small systems. Efficient and very very performant. Great support from Google, because Google is having a very very huge team on Google Brain. Google Brain is an artificial intelligence tool. They are supporting, they are giving lot of things for the developers. Additional tools like TensorFlow, TensorBoard, they are serving on the internet. Challenges. So yes, advantages, challenges also is there for a developer. Distributed support still has ways to go. Library is still being developed. Writing custom code is not straightforward, because we are creating like a human kind of thing, right? It is not so easy. It is not like straightforward question, right? TensorFlow, it's a mobile application for Android, because it is a Google product, Google software product. And we can, it's a kind of a programming language, okay, like Python. So we can use it for all the R&D application of ML algorithm. We can take some models from production over there. Large scale distributed models and models for mobile and embedded systems are there. Okay, so now we come to a deep learning. So what is deep learning? Deep learning is nothing but I just referred that machine learning and deep learning. If there is a human intervention, that is called machine learning. If there is no human intervention, that is deep learning. For example, if you have a self-driving car, I'm not going to do with anything. I just simply sit in my car and car will drive me, right? Car will start automatically. I just simply command, or sometimes command itself it will take by the by taking or sensing what I am doing. Okay, so through all the sensors will drive me, right? So deep learning, it's, so if you are taking artificial intelligence, machine learning and deep learning are like twins. So whenever you have you would want to have some kind of a human intervention, you just keep machine learning. If you don't want to have human intervention, then you can go for a deep learning. For deep learning, you should know about our neural networks. So deep learning is a form of artificial intelligence that uses a type of machine learning called an artificial neural network with multiple hidden layers that learns hierarchical representations of underlying data in order to make predictions given new data. Okay, so this is what simply saying. So without human intervention, if you think like a human, it's called deep learning. So those kind of a system we need to set up. Okay, so what is the future impacts of deep learning? I will just finish it within 5 minutes. Give me 5 minutes. So I know it's already 4:05. So 5 minutes and I will just finish it up, because without finishing this deep learning, it won't complete. The place you will most likely see a direct impact in the world of business is the area of knowledge, work, and decision making. And deep learning algorithms are beginning to outperform human decision makers in a variety of tasks. They will also likely revolutionize the insurance industry as well. Next, we have a transportation and logistics. See, nowadays, each and every domains, because this subject is very vast. I can't complete within an hour. The subject, everything is getting automated nowadays. Even we are not aware where our people are working, whereas the automation is coming into place. transportation, logistics, and wherever. So through mail you are getting, right, the copy. I mean, through DHL, the Blue Dot emails, it has been automated, 99% automated mails. Okay, so no human interventions are there. Everything has been done through machines, only machines. Okay, even the Amazon warehouses, it has been done only by machines. No human people, no people are there. No people are directly working in the those places. So next we have transportation. I mean, deep learning is currently being used to create self-driving automobiles. These autonomous vehicles. I mean, that's why I said deep learning. All the machines, automated things are driven by IoT. Very simple. So IoT, artificial intelligence, machine learning, deep learning, and each and everything is just interconnected with one another. Okay, and including data science. Okay, right. I think I would like to. I mean, can I continue for 5 minutes, or you would wind up? I'm fine with that. If you say I can do it, otherwise I'll stop over here, because I don't want to take all of your time. Just let me know, no? Okay, fine. Yeah. I think Aishwarya has. Yes. See this. This neural network, the building blocks of artificial neural networks is like, you are just creating the artificial brain. Very simple. You are creating an artificial brain, and then you are telling your machine, saying that, yeah, do this thing, do, I mean, whatever the coming in, you have to do like this. For simply, your smart TV is working like, kind of a deep learning. Your smart mobile in some of the applications, even Siri is one of the classic example for deep learning. It is almost, I mean, Siri is the topmost advanced material, I mean, application. I mean, until today, because it has lot of, that 4% I have said, right? The 4% artificial intelligence was there in Siri. I mean, it is an Apple application. Siri, it respond to you. And also, the Amazon product called the Alexa application, Amazon Echo products, it is almost, equivalent to Siri. And you can ask anything. You can, it's just like a human being. It's like a pet. It's like you are, might be, I can't use this word. I mean, it's just like your dog. It will say what you want. It will just perform what you want. In future, maybe a device called, if you would like to dance that device, the device will dance. It's coming. It's there. Trust me, it's there. Right? It's not joke. It is there. If you wanted to dance that device, the device will dance in front of you. Okay. So the similar way, it is, especially one company is working to create a human face, the artificial face, like, how our skin is there, right? How our skin is sweat, how our eyes is just, we are visualizing things. The similar concept, they are working, because I mean, this company, what I'm referring to, this company is there in existence for almost 7 years. I forgot the company because I put that video in our company site. So it is like, it is full of artificial intelligence, and it just, acts whatever you are, telling to that device, and that device will respond to you back. That is a physical form of like human being. If you want a male toy or a female toy, you will get whatever you want. You will get whatever the structure you want. Okay. So I don't want to, go in depth. It has a lot of other usages as well. So similar to the brain, the artificial neural network that imitates this biological neural network of human body. The structure of artificial neural network is just, shown below. See, you have to, this is very, very challenging environment for all the people, because I mean, in a particular day, our human brain works like anything, right? We will take, I mean, in the morning we will take one decision. After lunch we will take one decision. Evening we will take one decision. Night we will take one decision, right? I'm just referring just 4 instances, but by hand, you will make a lot of other decisions also. But saying for for all the 4 decisions, the device will also make these kind of decisions at the back end, and that's how the algorithms are still being used, and that's how the career is more and more challenging. Because what I'm thinking right now, I'm speaking to you all, and I'm just conveying some kind of a thought behind my thought. My thought process is what something it's going or flying somewhere else, right? It is a human nature, because I'm just saying something to you, but at back of my mind, my brain is some other part of my brain is working like anything. It is going, or it is just thinking somewhere. Those kind of things still in process. It has not been written, but still there are a lot of research, and still a lot of how the human brain, how we can think. So each and everything, every neural network, because we have billions and billions of neural networks, almost 6 billion neural networks are there in our brain. 6 billion in the sense, almost a billion 100 crore, it seems, billions of 6 into 100, 600, I think approximately 600 billion neural network are there. So that's how it has been worked. We need to identify. So the process and each and everything is still there, the opportunity is still there, you can go for it. So how we can fully connected neural network, how we can understand. So activation functions, like it's like a robot. So it's not something we have to give training, we have to give something activation, we have to function it. Each neuron in a neural network contains an activation function that changes the output of a neuron given its output input. So most well-known activation functions are linear regression, linear functions, which is a straight line that essentially multiplies the input by a constant value. So some of the thing, okay, if you take, or if we start from one place to another, if it is a routine, we can go for a linear function. Because say for example, I'm just starting my place, I'm going to my office, that is a regular thing, it is a straight line. So I'm not taking any kind of a break in between, or if I take any break, it depends on some other thing. So this kind of a concept still is working. They are under research, how we are working on it. Okay, so I'm just pass on to the other thing, convolution neural. I'm just maybe I will pass this PPT to you. I will cover most important thing, or most learning, this kind of a reinforcement. It's fully technical thing. Yes. So it is a classic example of deep learning thing, robotics. So deep learning is also being applied successfully to robotics. This is allowing us to create general purpose robots that can perform manual thing, right? Program. So whatever you are thinking, robots itself, there are many varieties. Not only one kind of a robot. Your mobile is one kind of a robot. Your maybe your home appliances, lot of home appliances nowadays, it has been interconnected with the internet, with the data. Even your lights, nowadays the lights also can be connected. You can just say to a device, switch on and switch off, you can do that, right? You simply assign the factory robot in training mode and grab its arm to show it how to perform a task. So you can just simply showcase that it is a linear product. So it is just it is not doing any other thing. Okay, so how the regression is being used? Very simple regression model. Use this regression to identify, and then it just do some function. That's it. So it will just say, take some from where you are giving input, and just do analyze at the back end through all the algorithms, and finally we'll take the regression model and give the some function. That's it. Okay, so what will be the price of the stock on a given data? If you are, it is a straight thing. How long it will take to commute from point A to point B? Straightforward answer. So what will be the sales of this product in a given week? It's very, very straight. So these even these kind of a thing very very challenging, because almost millions and millions of data for simple supermarket they are generating, right? Okay. um, I mean there are a lot of textual data. I mean again that's a very very huge classification. Yes, how a typical classification setup, which is very very important, you should know about this. Take a problem statement and then the futures, what are all the things we are going to use, and then we need to give the training for this application, and then we need to test. This is what, and even any kind of artificial intelligence device is what you know. We have to have a problem statement, we have to have a features, and then training, and then the test. So I think with that, with this note I would like to conclude my presentation. Thanks for your time. If you have any questions, please right away you can raise a question, or you can come through your representatives. Thank you so much. Do you have any questions? So give your feedback to your coordinator, and I will get it from the hope this session would be very very informative for you guys. So thank you for your time. Thank you for your cooperation. Thank you so much. We'll meet some other days.
Hello.
Yeah, I'm here.
Participants have any queries, please post on chat or unmute your microphone and set your queries. Okay, sir.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you.
The session is very informative.
Yeah, thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you so much for the opportunity.
Okay, sir.